Lewis Thompson, 22.1 Rules, Laws and Regulations. This is P2. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the officials, and the first one is a linesman. The roles and responsibilities for a linesman. First, the roles would be so they'd have to judge things sort of like offside. So if a player has gone beyond the back four before the ball is played, this would be then down to them to judge whether it was an offside or not, and that could be crucial in the decision in the sight that if the player then goes on and he was offside and scores a goal, they're obviously going to get the opposing team will go one goal down. It's also his job to communicate to the referee if he sees a tackle. This can either be through his flags, or in the Premier League they use earpieces as well with little microphones, because it's a lot louder and they won't be able to see that with the flag. They're also a timekeeper as well. This is just like a sort of protective measure as such, to not go over the 90 minutes played plus the added time as well. We're also a safety officer. This is because if a foul is committed on a player, it's their job to then, if the referee can't have a good view of it from where he's positioned, just to go through it and look at it. If it's a free kick, because it's putting any danger to the opposing player, they'll then stop the game. The responsibilities they have is to obviously carry out the application of the rules of the game, so give them free kicks, offsides and throw-ins to the correct team. Health and safety as well, so if a player is endangered in any way, whether it be from the crowd or from anything like that happens on a pitch, like a dangerous two-footed tackle, it's their job to sort of remain authoritative and make a good decision if the referee doesn't. And also, much like it's just communication again, so they have that responsibility that they have to communicate if something, so say if there's a penalty decision and they disagree, they would then communicate with the referee by stopping the game, going over and having a chat. Scoring as well, if a goal is perceived to go over the line, not so much now, but this was a couple of years ago, because they now have the goal line technology in, but it used to be the linesman's job to actually decide whether it was over the line or not, if the referee didn't have a good view of it. The next one I'm going to talk about are referees. So this would be the main referee in the football match. So he makes all the crucial decisions, so that would be his role, would mainly to be the judge, and along with that to communicate with all his other officials. This is to see if he can't see something, he needs his third and fourth eye to see if they can help him make the decision. He is the main timekeeper, so he'll have a watch where he'll follow, and if that hits 90 minutes, he'll then put the added time on, as well as like stopping the game and stopping the watch at the same time. He's a scorekeeper as well. He notes down who scores, what minute, and how many that team score. He is the main safety officer as well. On the pitch, he is essentially the main role, as he ensures no player can get injured in any way, shape or form. The responsibilities, he's practically got every responsibility you could have in a game of football, so he has to apply the rules. He is health and safety in charge of it all. Communicating information to everyone. This could be in the back, on the bench, linesmen and fourth officials as well, just to say how much added time actually is getting put on, and confirming it. And establishing and maintaining relationships, that's a key one, which mainly applies to the referee. This is because obviously without the relationship with the players, so like the more authoritative it, like play the game safely or don't play at all, this will be through distributing red and yellow cards if necessary. And scoring as well, again, it's just mainly simply down to the fact whoever scores, he'll note it down in his book, his notepad, and then they'll get relayed at the end. And the final one I'm going to talk about is fourth officials. Their main role will to be communicate with every official and the bench as well. So if the referee sees something he doesn't like come from the bench, like a manager jumping up and down, getting a bit angry, it'll be the fourth official job to keep them in line. They are the main timekeepers and scorekeepers as well as the ref. This is because they're not really watching the fouls and stuff like that. They don't really get an input. They just have to ensure that everything runs smoothly. Because in the Premier League, so say some fixtures, like on the final day, every game must start at the same time. So this will be key for them to do it properly. The responsibility for a fourth official will be mainly the communicating information. This is down to they have the main radio piece and they can see more than what the other officials can because they're standing in the middle of the pitch with the bench and they know more what's going on. That's pretty much about it.